Hello everyone. So let's start creating 3D abstract wallpaper. Today we'll try to create some simple designs and also we'll try to take less time to create that. So let's start. Let's first set up our scene. So one thing, let's go to shortcuts. Yes. And now A N not N X delete. Let's set the filter to these three options importantly. Now let's set the cycles, render engine, and as you know what setting I am doing on my previous tutorials I've already explained. Please do check those tutorials also, and if not, then play the video again and check out the settings, which actually doesn't need any much explanation. But then too, these settings in cycles, it helps me to render little faster. Like if I am rendering a big scene for a 4K or any kind of a scene for 4K in cycles, generally in different default settings, it might take 10 minutes or 5 minutes or something 5 minutes around. Then this same 4K, this settings with the samples, simplify, performance and color management, I can set it around render finished around like 1 minute to 3 minutes. So that's the benefit of it, and also it doesn't lose our design, our render quality. So let's continue. So have it here. Okay. Now default I have this. That's will change later. Now let's start with the setup. So here let's create a plane. Go to edit, then select all and scale it. Okay. Now next I need yes, I will need what we can use. Oh yes, let's have a plane again. Edit, select all, press M and click to add center. So now this is here. Go to edit, or let's do one thing. Go to edit, press E and Y here, G, Y here. I will extruded the vertex and place it in two ends of the plane in Y direction. So now I will divide these two. So I'll create subdivision. I'll create few segments like, okay, let's see. So what if I say G? So again let's try. Great. Great. So now I will convert this to curve. After that, go to edit, select all, right click and check the type to aligned. Right click first, go to Bezier and then right click and The bezier I found from right click set spline type bezier, and then again right click and go to set handle type to aligned, or you can say automatic. That will be much better. Let's set this one little down. Okay, and here we are not doing anything, but I need a cube, let's say a simple shape that can be either a cylindrical shape or either a, a cubic or a box shape. So let's say I'll take plane, and I'll say edit and select all, set it a little here again, then go to edge selection and select this edge, shift D, enter P, select separate selection, done. I don't want this. Go. Now this should be converted to curve. Now let's see, let's take this curve path and go to object data property, go to geometry, go to bevel. In bevel select object and pick the plane object which we created. Let's check it. Yes, this is what we were looking, but in a little stylish way. What I want is, you see here, this is not so correct. So let's see why. Okay, and we can also go with amazing, and these we can go with perfect. Awesome. I guess this is right. Let's make these right. This is good. Now still we can go with edit, but in a way where what happens, see, it gets twist, so that we don't want. We don't want that twist, so that's why I'm not doing it. Now if I feel that I don't want this cubic or squarish shape to be extruded on the path, then I can use a circular shape. Let's create that. Go to circle. First of all, reduce the segments which we don't need. I will keep it around 16, I guess, or 18 will be better. That's it. Now let's see, what if we change the shape. Okay, we need to convert it to curve, then only it will work. So again, let's try. Let's check it. Awesome, this is also great. Let's set the scale little. Perfect. Why I needed this touch, that's why. So this can be used for any shape, or we can use it this way. So what I need this box first. So again, I'll go here. I will select the plane, I mean box or square. So what is, let's give it name square. This spelling got wrong. Yes, and this one will be circle, will be okay. This will be the path. I'm sorry, path, and this will be ground. Let's say ground. Okay, these are the strings. Now let's select a path, come here, let's see, then we can add an array. Okay, but what happened in array, I don't see a joint. I need those joints. What I can do, I can create a bevel, and I will give a little less effect, and now I can create those bevel array, I guess. Yes, uh, I can also put 1.001 a gap, or 1.01 gap for a nice setting or position, a nice small tiny gap in between. So what if now I need this here? So I can create a new path, shift D, enter. Let's set it path 2, and we can change the path shape to circle, and of course we will position it. But instead of positioning it, what we can do, we can do this same work in -1. So we got this. Let's push it little side. So what should be the side? Same as 0.01. So it's too tight. Let's check it to wireframe, and we can understand this gap. There should be this much gap. It's little. I guess this is enough. So done. Now let's select these two, position it in between. Yes. Now what? We need these to be shade smooth and these to be shade smooth. Okay. Now we'll put a camera. Okay, we need a second angle to work with, so I will use this as a camera. So enter. Okay, G, and here we have nice and easy, amazing, but little change. Yes. Okay, and I need a little lighting and all, but before that I must say that any way of your uh, design, or your wallpaper design, or your interior design, your architectural visualization, your product visualization, your character creation, vehicle design, game assets design, anything in 3D, if you are doing it, you should plan first. Whether it is a small screw to create in 3D, you should have a reference, you should have a plan, what you can create and what you are thinking and what are the references. Calculate, make an connecting equation of those reference and your imagination. Make something, scribble it if you are still losing the idea just before the creating. Like I was just having that thought, but I'm don't know how to start. Then better you scribble it. That will be most helpful. And don't see that that where the where it will go, because if you think about the result, it won't give you that. It will always give you something else. And then you, obviously every designer will say that, okay, I thought something else, but it came up something else, and then too it's useful. So you're compromising your imagination, your reference, your research, your hard work with that output. That okay, now the output is okay, what it is, what I got. So you can't adapt, or you can't compromise the thought of that creation which was you were expecting, and you got something else. Then better you don't waste it, you use it somewhere else. But then too, you work on that same imagination. If it takes time, then it's okay, but still you stick to it, because the imagination, your thinking, your observation, your reference research, your techniques, all are such kind of a big connecting dots which gives you the correct result what was to be meant to create. So don't give away uh, based on output, give it based on research and the result what you expect. That means the research what I did, at least you should have a 50% output. If you are newcomer, if you are a beginner, you are trying to do that same whatever we experienced people do, then too at least you reach to the 50%. For a start, for a few years, for a few days, it will be a little hard work or messy stuff with your mind, but it will get to it. So stick to your plan. Techniques or tools are only and medium to get to result, but to think which tool to use, which technique can be useful in the process, and when, and what level of strength or what level of amount of technique, or you can say how much combination of tool and technique will also help you to get to that result. Always I say that, in previous tutorial also I said 3 plus 2 5. Whatever the output you are thinking, that's with you. That is 2. Your mentor has taught you some tools and techniques, those are 3. That is mentor, or the learning what you got by yourself, by your mentor, by your teachers, anyone, or any source which knowledge which gives you the knowledge. That is 3. 2 is you, your decision, your imagination, your research, and your hard work. Now these two combines means plus will give you the output 5. That means always follow 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. If you get, while learning, while training yourself, you get this answer straight away, then keep practicing it. Whether it it is got easily or by very hard work, keep practicing. But in different ways and different projects, different time, always keep practicing it, keep using it. And once you are habitual with those, automatically you will be came up with, okay, I know 2 plus 3 also is 5, 1 plus 4 is also is 5, 6 minus 1 is also 5. That means I have a lot of techniques. Why and how I got it? Because I practiced one daily route to walk, and I came up with daily a new thing, that here is a good tree for shade, there is a good water body for coolness. At that corner of that ledge, it's I mean not ledge. At that corner, right away at the road, I have a nice sitting area. There are good garden feel at that site. Why? Because I daily walk on that road. I daily walk on that road. That's why. If I don't push myself to get up daily. I'm not saying you get up early, I'm not saying you get up late, I'm saying at least you get up, think, plan, research, again plan, mix it up, and then start working on it. As you start working, now again you need a few small tiny parts of plan. That is, what tool, what technique, what is my practice, what is my routine, and then push it inside your work. That's the way always you can get everything, every output, whatever you expect. But it takes time. Don't rush towards your output. Don't rush if you are excited. Everything can be possible, but don't make it impossible by rushing towards the output or towards the right away. Okay, client says, okay, I got the job, now I need to do it fast. No, that's the way to do wrong. That's the way to compromise or disrespect your talent, or to not so much disrespect, but it gives you like taken for granted. Okay, this guy will do it fast, he is very excited. No, it will carry lots of mistake with that same output where you are rushing. So think, don't rush in your output, because it will create a lot of mistake inside that output, and it will end up with doing corrections always. So somehow you will lose your relation with your clients. So don't do that. Think, you can request few time little more to work on, but if you don't think, then I will suggest, instead of not thinking, you don't do that part of job, you do something else. That's it. I'm not saying you give up. Until you get ready, you don't do that job. Until you are not confident or not making yourself eligible that okay, this thing, the demand says I need it to finish in 4 days, but why should I take it because I am only able to do it in 6 days and I don't want to lose my reputation? Then don't do. If you are confident that this guy is asking for to do it in 4 days and I can do it in 2 days, then you say okay, I will do it in 4 days and do it in 2 days. Examine your own work with the demand, with the requirement on third day, and deliver it. The picture will be clear in the client's mind that okay, I asked in 4 days, that guy is given me in 4 days. That's the meaning of commitment. But we are too fast than that. For that you need a proper practice of each and every way of your work. Every new project needs a new workflow. That's true, you need to do it. Whatever I am doing in last few tutorials, those are not new workflow, those are the equations or those are the steps I am doing it. But on those steps, those result of in phase of steps, those are my techniques, dedication, planning, imagination, research, tools selections, the mixture of technique and tool selection, the amount what I want, that is. So let's come back to our wallpaper making. So here, this angle I think it's correct. Let's set our outline. I've selected the camera, sorry, M cameras. Okay, now this whole should be background. Let's name it abstract background. Okay, now what? Now I need lights. So let's place a light. Before that, okay, let's place a light first. Better. Okay, somewhere, and I will check. This should be in a lights collection, and then I will check in Blender file. I don't want this materials, I will create my own materials. Okay, now what? as I selected, I did this. Let's see in the render preview. Okay, I don't have any texture. Let's have a ground. Edit scale, select all, scale. I'll push it little bigger. That's I need it. Now I'll change the material to ground. Let's keep this material a little gradient effect later. First of all, let's have this to be color 1, I guess, or no color 1. Yes, definitely color. Okay, and same for these. Now what exactly is going on? Okay, fine, but I don't need this way. Let's change it to sun, and then 1, or you can say 5. No 5, no 5. Yes, let's put it here, rotate. You see, something is going on, but this is not so enough. So what I will do, let's shake it. It's okay. Let's put a light again. Point light or this light. As this area light comes. Yes. And I'll say disk, little blue, and increase it by 5000. Okay, not so blue, I need a little. Yes. Now let's change the camera. Okay. Control 0 to selected camera, N, and scroll it where you need is camera to view. Okay, let's have this now scale a little bigger. Yes. Okay, now this is also a little great design, but I need it in a perfect way. So the lights, I will reduce it to 1, no, 1.5 or 2. 2 will be great, and this one will be little more lighter, and 10,000 something, and I'll push it a little here. Okay, and now I will give the gradient effect. I will say shift A, search, color ramp. Okay, and search, noise, texture. Okay, this can be color. Yes, control T if you have switched on your add-on called node wrangler, that's okay. Then go to object mode and increase it to 0.5 or 0.25. Great. If you want a change color, I mean gradient, this is, but I need in this a color called red, I guess. Yes, and here I will use pink. I can use little this color. Okay, so what here we get, that is sunlight is creating two different I mean little plastic effects. So let's change the plan. We change it to area, increase it to 25,000, and let's push it here. Okay, now let's change it. Better I'll use disk and 25, I guess. What's the size of this will be 25. Let's increase it to 25 power. uh, okay, increase it to 50. And let's change it. I don't want this one. Shift D and 90. And Shift D here. Amazing. Now this one I will use 2, and this one 0 1. Okay, now this one can be little transparent, but I need a thickness in these. I don't want any bevel here. I will need a solidify with even, and then okay, and okay, and this one will be just as it is. But less specular. I will put caps little bigger, and here I will create one more, that will be blue. This will be orange. Okay, here I can change the IOR to 1.614. It gives me good appearance. Let's have a little roughness in the transparency that I need to be displayed properly, so I will make it is okay. Let's have the specular full. Fine, we can go with this. Let's have 2.1418. This is too much. 1.25. This is also good. I'm changing the IOR, the index of refraction, letting it to see what we can get. So this is enough. And I need a little roughness. Yes, I got it. This is the roughness. And although if I don't want change it, I can set it this way, that is 0.5 and 0.5, and here we have a different setup. Even I can change the color. Let's change it. Okay, let's take this one. So this seems nice, little different. I need these color to be little dark, so we can try to color it little saturated, little dark. Then this one I can go with orange, and this one I can go with blue, I guess. Fine. Let's change to constant. Okay, for that I need a B spline, or I will take easy, so I can have a little green, little orange, little blue. Okay, so this is enough. If I take it here, it's very different. If I take it this way, it is okay, but better I will show this to base color also. Here it's good enough, I don't need any shades, little sharpen or something, but this is good. So what should be the subsurface scattering of these? 0.5 is good enough for now. Let's see what we are seeing it. Okay, the subsurface scattering won't show you such good transparency. Like if I say do this, it won't give you any transparency effect. It will give you such effect like little skinny. So I'm reducing it. Let's put it to 0.25, this one, and this to 0.35. Okay, now let's have this correctly. I am okay with it. What if I do 16? It gives us the noise little scale. It gives us this. I am using it this much. Let's try here. Oh, quite different. Okay, no issue. Let's have the same here. So copy, paste, disconnect, disconnect, factor, and definitely it is much more better than. Yes, this is fine. Let's save it. Next, what I will do, will create a sphere, and I'll use that sphere somewhere here. Let's check it where it goes. Okay, I will put this here. I guess This is good. And I will also do a solidify for these. Okay, let's shift D, scale it down here. Let's change it somewhere here. Fine. And those, I guess here it would be better. And again shift D, just here, and somewhere here, I guess. This is good enough. Okay, like those are traveling somewhere. Yeah, so let's select these, and I'll say Control J. I don't want anything else to do in this, so I'll create a glass texture. A normal glass, I don't make it little realistic or hyper realistic. Let's make it so. Okay, I will remove this principal BSDF. I will shift A, search, and glass BSDF. I will use glass BSDF, and let's connect it. Here we are. Let's have one thing, glossy. Okay, Control Shift and right click and drag to this way, put it here. Let's have Fresnel here, and connect it to factor, and 1.550 will be the glass, these stuff. Then again transparent VSDF. Guys, sorry if you hear some extra noise, those are my kids making their toys noise. So again I'll use mix RGB shader, a mix shader. I'll connect this. I'll also use light paths. I'll use math node. I'll connect shadow and diffuse ray to this, and then it to here. Now I need to change the glossy roughness to such. I'll also change the IOR in the glass BSDF. So this is the glass. Now let's change a little. What tint you want, you can change it and you will get this. Now I need a subdivision surfaces. Okay, these are good. Right click, shade smooth. I think this is enough, but I don't need a color glass. I need such glass. Let's see what if we create a brown glass. Very dark brown. So it won't give us that effect. So bright and brown color can be possible, I guess. This way. But what if I say let's copy and then change it to here, and I'll say paste. Okay, we can't, so let it be as it. And here we have glass effect. Let's save it. And do we want any lights? We have a good lights. Let's see, only 3 lights. Okay, let's have this to be rotated in this way and place it here. But see, you won't get any creative light here, so shift D, push it. Let's have it this way. Okay, now here I don't need any much specular, so I'll reduce it. Here if I increase the specular, it will show me the worst of effect, so that's why no much specular. This is good. Now here we got our output. So for rendering, I will prepare my camera, selected camera, what it is. Okay, I have to change this to glass spheres, and that should be shifted to abstract background. And now I'll select camera. I need this camera will be camera 1, this camera will be camera 2, and I need a empty for depth of field. Great. Many say that I don't correctly use the depth of field, but I am what I am. Okay, so now tell me where I will be using this. So, no, G, shift Z, and okay, I think this is fine. A little up. Okay, control S and go to camera 2, switch on the depth of field, pick the empty, that will be DOF target. Yeah, that's fine. Now come back to camera 2 and change the depth of field. Let's say with 1. We can't see much things, so let's put it 0.2. I can see more, 0.1, and you can see this is sharp, this is not, and this is not. So that's the effect which we are thinking of, and I think this is good enough. Let's save it, and now I want to render it. What I will be doing, go to N, always I will go to press N and I will select my own add-on, that is Pro Camera Resolution. I'll click it to 4K. I'll go to render, I'll check that size in viewport render. I'll zoom it out this way, I'll make it this much, and change the frame size or the window size this way. I'll click to solid view of this viewport, camera viewport. I'll place it. Let's save again, and I'll click render image to start rendering. So this was whole thing. If you like to learn more such kind of artworks, not only artworks, I will be soon coming with different category 3D tutorials, like how to create a nice realistic interior, architectural work, sculpting, uh, and many other things which you can do it in Blender with no sweat. But I will say you keep do sweat. Why? Because that hard work will also help you to get the result. So it's not There is no shortcut, but don't search for it. If you got some experience, if you earn some experience from your practice, then after that whatever you use as a shortcut, that's respectful. I think that way. So let's get this render. So it's about to done. Okay, done. Our render is done. So let's save it. 3D underscore abstract background. So done. Let's have this camera 2. Let's see what it gives. It's okay, but not so good. What I can do, let's change. Let's do one thing. uh, let's have this solidify. Okay, what do you say, 1, and this one 1. Let's see why. If I say -1, check. If 1, it comes out. If -1, it goes in. So here also I need -1. Okay, let's put little thickness, 0.03, 0.03. Okay, now what I need, array to push little further. That should be 0.25 and no, not this, yeah, array 0.5. Let's do it this 0.5. Okay, that's nice. And now what, I'll change the textures. I'll switch the textures. I'll switch this to glass, switch this to glass, and these two colors. See how it looks. Let's save this one. Let's render it. Okay, as it gets rendered, I'll say I'm willing to showcase your artwork in my Instagram handle and on my YouTube. So I need, before till 15th, I will accept uh, 10 artworks of 3D abstract background and few followers and subscribers too. Uh, those I will keep accepting, but just saying. Uh, Here our render is going on and it's about to finish. I have paused the video for to render get it done. Sometimes I think we should do that in between also. So let's wait and watch. In coming few days, I will be on live on Instagram soon to discuss about how to think for such artwork and how to think about how should be a designer in a life, in my way or in your way. Let's discuss. I will soon be on live on Instagram, maybe in coming these days, coming this week. So here it's about to done render. It's denoising, it's preparing, and it's cleaning it for the final save of that image. So here it is. Let's save it. These all are 4K, so let's give the size name shifting 4K. Okay, let's give a name glass so it differs. Sorry, what's going on? Let's tap shift A. Yeah, underscore 4K underscore glass. Let's save it first and then we'll change the name. So see the output, and this is the next one. Isn't it amazing? Soon I will be posting on Instagram these images. Oh yes, if you guys, or if any artist, or if any uh, designer thinks that how and where I can use these artworks for my benefit, so I'll say that here you will be using this, can be used, these are not just for practice. These artworks, this wallpaper or this abstract backgrounds can be used for NFT collectors, NFT artists who want to sell their artwork as an NFT, uh, people those who want to use in some website backgrounds, some graphic backgrounds they want to use, so these can be possible. Many people give give demands of these two artists that I need so some sort of abstractive backgrounds in such color combinations, such types of some design elements to be used and in color or in some abstractive way, with a quantity of 100 wallpapers or 200 wallpapers. You can charge one wallpaper just for 500 rupees of 4K, one single wallpaper. You can also give each wallpaper with a PSD file to give a little color correction. Yes, so 500 rupees one single Indian INR, one single image for 500 rupees you can charge, if they are offering to give you quantity of work of wallpaper. Think of it. I am already doing it. So if anyone wants such kind of quantity of wallpapers uh, to their projects and they wanted to make someone to make, I'm there. You can contact me on Instagram and uh, YouTube. So do like, share, subscribe, follow on YouTube and Instagram, and share to others, those who are willing to make a career in 3D world or in 3D field, and also those who can those who want to think differently, and those who want to start a practice with start a new artwork. So this abstract background creation can be a good practice. So keep doing your artwork, keep focusing yourself, keep putting all the strength in your artwork, better way, politely, happily. So that's it. uh, if you guys want to learn this artwork, this such artwork, or uh, interior, exterior, or we can say architectural, furniture designing or visualization, product visualization, any kind of product, whether it is industrial product, vehicles, perfume bottle, anything, I guess. So those things you can learn. I am also there for teaching. I do teach privately, that means online one to one lecture I take. I also take group lectures on online with Google Meet, and I'm shortly about to start with other platform to for a live class. So let's hope we connect soon, and let's prepare for next wallpapers, next 3D abstract background. So that's it. Bye for now. See you next time.